Zoro is still shocked by Luffy's proclamation, but Kobe tells him that Luffy is serious about this goal and that this is the kind of person Luffy is. He then presents Zoro with his weapons and asks if he'd rather join him on his quest or be executed by the Marines. Zoro agrees to join and then asks Luffy to untie him. Morgan deduces that Luffy's powers come from devil fruits, mysterious treasures that give whoever eats them limitless powers, but are hidden behind the Grand Line. He then tells his men to chop Luffy to bits with their swords. Zoro is released just in time and reaffirms his promise to join Luffy's crew. He gives Luffy the condition that he does not get in the way of him becoming the world's greatest swordsman. Luffy says he expects nothing less from a crewmate and kicks the Marines off Zoro's back. Luffy then charges straight for Morgan, easily overpowering him with his strength. Even the Marines are shocked that great captain is getting beat. Elmepo tries to take Kobe hostage, but Luffy easily takes care of him. Morgan wants to use the opportunity to finish Luffy from behind. Pause. But Zoro lands the finishing blow. After this, the Marines surrender and celebrate the defeat of that tyrannical captain, and Zoro collapses from his hunger. Back at the base, the mysterious orange-haired lady infiltrates the base and ties up two Marines. She begins to search Morgan's office for the map to the Grand Line, but she's having no luck. She then spots the handle to a safe behind the barrel, and when she opens it, she finds what she's looking for. Unfortunately, the map she wanted had been taken by Buggy the Clown, a notorious pirate. Luffy and Zoro then head into town, where they are treated to a meal by the people. Now that Zoro had eaten, he asks Luffy about the other members of his crew. Luffy says it's just them two, and that he's still recruiting. Zoro is beginning to regret his decision. Luffy then tells the little girl that he's headed to the Grand Line next, but Kobe says it's a bad idea. Ever since Gold Roger, the Pirate King, left the One Piece there, the place had been regarded as the graveyard of pirates, and it had been said that those who entered never returned. Luffy wasn't trying to hear that though, and says that if that's where the One Piece is, he would go there. Zoro agrees to go with him. At that moment, the Marines show up at the restaurant. They express their gratitude to the pirates for saving them from Morgan, but they insist they leave the island immediately. This upsets the people, but Luffy and Zoro comply with the demands. The Marines ask what their affiliation with Kobe is, and Luffy begins to snitch that Kobe was actually on a pirate ship for the last 2 years. Kobe begins to freak out, and is scared that if the Marines find out about his past, he will be unable to enlist. He then punches Luffy, and in return, Luffy beats him black and blue. This action shows that Kobe wasn't part of their crew, and the officers ask Luffy to leave. Kobe understands what Luffy just did for him, and he summons the courage to ask to enlist in the Marines. Despite some hesitation, his request is granted,